Wake up the vibe, let it flow, let it shine. Feel the rhythm, the heartbeat, the climb. We're moving, we're grooving. We're just living, learning, growing. Here for the journey, unfiltered. We're just living, learning, growing. Here for the journey, unfiltered.
Hey y'all, welcome to Here for the Journey Unfiltered. I'm your host, Denarian Lewis, and this is where we share real millennial stories of growth, grace, and figuring it out, one unfiltered conversation at a time. We are here, and when I say we are here, I do mean you and I, me and you, here at the Here for the Journey Unfiltered podcast. Y'all, I am so excited for this. Not only is it our first episode, but it's also my 30th birthday. Woo woo! I decided to start this journey on my 30th birthday because of all of the transitions that are happening for my life. And one day I was like, I'm here for it. I'm here for the ups. I'm here for the downs. I'm here for the in-betweens. I'm here for all of that. Later on in the podcast, I will be joined by my mom and I will be interviewing her and just talking to her about her journey. But before we get into that, let me just talk to y'all about this podcast, okay? This is Unfiltered Conversations. I will have different guests, different friends, different just people here on the podcast that are millennials. Now, before y'all try to get at me, I am a millennial, 1995. The millennial little time frame is 1996. So I'm on the cusp, okay? But I do not picture myself with the other young people. What are them? Gen Z? I'm not a Gen Zer, okay? I don't understand it. So this journey is literally about taking life for what it is, what life gives us, and making the best out of it. You know, we all have this goal of what we want our life to be, how we want it to go. But some of the times, if not all the times, it does not go as planned. So how do we as people maneuver? And I know as a millennial, you know, we just had this identity of what we thought life is. And now we're here in our 30s and in our 40s, like, okay, what the hell is this? So I'm going to be raw. I'm going to be unfiltered. I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to be me. And our first segment is going to be called the check-in point. On every journey, you just need to check in. So I will talk about any hot topics that are going on, any current events, my life, anything that stood out to me. This is my moment of like a self-diary that you guys get to listen to. Now, one important thing that has happened to me is I graduated from college, okay? Yes. I decided to go back to school and I finished my music business degree and I did graduate at the top of my class. I graduated as valedictorian and, you know, it was just amazing. I also got honored with another award. I think the Advanced Achievement Award. It was just amazing. I went back to Full Sail and let me tell y'all about my past. I went to college directly after high school about 10 years ago, and it was a cool experience, but, you know, life happened. At that time, I had a suicide attempt, and so I equated college and school with that experience. So I literally said to myself, I'm never going to do this again. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go back because if that's the experience I had, that is very discouraging. So after years of not being in school and not going back, it was last year that my pastor literally told me, and I remember this, we were at lunch, and he said, I need for you to go back to school. You have all of this experience in the music industry and just all of these accolades and skill sets, but I need you to go back and get that degree. And I took heed to that direction, and for a year straight, yeah, when I tell y'all, I went to Full Sail. It was an accelerated program. So we didn't have a break. Like our summer break was 1 week. For a year, working full time, still trying to balance life and have like a social life and working full time. and doing other entrepreneurial things. I'm like, Lord, this school stuff, I don't know what I'm going to do. But when I tell y'all, now that I'm out of school, I don't know what to do with my time. I'm literally like, okay, it's time for me to do my assignment. And it's like, you don't have an assignment. So I may be going back to school. They say school can be a little addicting. I don't know, but I'm proud of myself. And that is the premise of this podcast, is that, you know, the idea thing is you go to high school, go to college, get married, have kids. Child, I ain't have none of that. I'm single as hell. I'm single as hell. I don't got no kids. I got a bunch of nieces and nephews. My brother just got engaged to his fiance. Yes, congratulations to that. My sister out here with her kids and her man. And I got my little sister, all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, this is not what I pictured life to be. But I can say graduating from college was literally, all my friends will tell you that I internalize emotions. So I feel emotions all the time. I feel them. I don't always show them. So anytime my friends come to me and they're like, oh my gosh, we got something exciting. I did this. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. They're like, you're not excited. I am. I just internalized it. Inside, I'm jumping for joy. Outside, I'm like this level-headed person that it's weird. I say that to say when I graduated, I cried. Oh, baby, I boo-hooed. And I was in LA because I had to attend an event. And I was with my boss, my first lady, my second mama, my friend. And we had to watch the graduation virtual because I was at the event. And at that point, I'm like, just give me my diploma. I don't need to walk across that stage. And we're watching it and we're on our way to LAX. And they call my name and I'm crying. So this last week and a half or whatever you may say, I have really been in tune with my emotions. And it's a weird place. Like, it's a weird place to be. As I said, I internalize my emotions a lot. I don't ever let them show. But when I tell you, I've been feeling it all. Like, everything. When one of my friends was over my house and I'm over here crying because her parents gave me a graduation card. I'm just over here boo-hoo crying. And then I went out with someone else on Friday to celebrate my birthday weekend. And I'm over here at the restaurant with a drink in my hand, just crying about just life and how proud I am of her and things. I've just been a big old baby lately, all because I graduated. And not only, so we're going to get into one more thing that is happening in my life before I get into the interview with my mom. Not only that, I have made the fearless decision of, I don't know if it's fearless, because I was very, very fearful when I made the decision, but moving to LA. So those of you that know me, I am from Birmingham, Alabama. I've been in Ohio since 7th grade, and Ohio is where I grew up. My current apartment is where I became an adult, and it's so many attachments here. And I'm like, I'm going to move to LA. I've heard horror stories of LA. I've also heard some amazing stories of LA. And I'm like, there's never a right time. There's never a right time. Something in life is going to life. Okay. So you have to make the right time the right time. It is up to you. And I was going through an interview process at my current job, and my promise to myself was, I'm going to apply for this job and get a promotion. If I get it, that is amazing. If I don't get it, I believe it's God's way of pushing me out of my comfort zone. And so that means I'm going to move to LA. I've been saying I'm going to move to LA. I've been ready for the right time. And I'm like, nah, nigga, you just got to do it. Like I said, this is unfiltered. So y'all getting raw emotions, okay? I decided to do that. I've been to LA to look at apartments. I thought I settled on apartments, and then I went to church one day, was talking to one of my church members. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm moving to LA. And they're like, hey, do you need a roommate? I'm like, no, I'm good. And then I paused. I said, why? Her son is moving to LA at the same time I'm moving. And we have hung out. I've known him forever, but not on a deep personal level. This man is dope. And so I'm also entering a journey of roommating. I haven't roomed with someone since college. And when I did have my first apartment, I was living there with my ex. So we were living together. I have not had a roommate. So this is going to be a crazy ride. And I am, as much transition and changes that is happening, I'm so excited for what God has for me. Even in the unknown, I'm excited. I have never lived so many miles away from my family and my friends. I literally have to go to LA and make friends. And that can be scary, but I'm like, why not? This is what life is. Taking life for what it is and making the best out of every given situation. So y'all, I'll be in LA and I'm an educated young black man. And that's my updates for the week. After this commercial break, we are getting into the interview with my mom. Now, we done had conversations that we ain't never really sat down and had, but I wouldn't want anyone else to be my guest on my first episode. So we'll be right back after this break. Hey y'all, it's Denarian from Here for the Journey Unfiltered. Every Monday we're getting real about life, the growth, the grace, and the moments we're still figuring out. Each week I sit down with friends and guests who are navigating their own paths, sharing the highs, lows, and the lessons along the way. So wherever you listen to podcasts, make sure you follow Here for the Journey Unfiltered and join the conversation. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at denarian.lewis and the podcast page at Here for the Journey Podcast. Because we may not have it all figured out, but we're here for the journey. All right, y'all. Welcome back to Here for the Journey Unfiltered Podcast. I'm your host, Denarian Lewis. And today, I thought it would be fitting that it's my 30th birthday. Why not have the woman that gave birth to me herself here in flesh? So, y'all, welcome my mom to the podcast. Hey, Mom. What's up?
Hey, everybody. Oh, my God.
What you want the people to call you?
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, don't think too hard.
Okay, don't call me.
Don't call you. Y'all, she go by Miss D. She go by all that. We not going to put that Bama girl because I don't like that.
I get all kind of name. I'm Mama Duke. I'm Auntie. So whatever you need at the moment, Auntie, sister, cousin, friend, what you need, I got it.
Oh, well, y'all, she the woman that got it, I guess. And she the woman that got me. This is an exciting moment because we're here for the journey. And me and my mom, we talk a lot. But I just want to get to the nitty gritty of some stuff and her journey. I have never asked her about her journey and how she pivoted. So, Mom, I am literally 30 today. You did not tell me how happy birthday.
Well, sorry, you ain't have to put me on front in front of the
It's
the
because
people. Well,
it's
happy birthday.
thank
Would you
you.
like for me to sing you a song?
No, ma'am. It's because we're actually taping this a day prior to my birthday, but they don't know that. Okay, but yeah. So you have a 30-year-old. How does that feel?
I was thinking the other day, like, Self, and Self said, huh? I'm like, you really got a 30-year-old. I don't know, because I don't feel old, but I'm like, do that make me old? Or what?
You're not old. I tell people all the time that we went to high school together, so we're like
did.
friends.
We did. Oh, so y'all.
Tell us the story. Tell us the story.
So y'all, here you go. I was 17 years old when I got pregnant, right? Me and his dad
Was doing it, and they shouldn't have been doing it.
Well, at least he my husband now. You know what I'm saying? That was how many years ago? 30 years ago. So we, found out we pregnant. Now, is it something we were trying to do? No, but we were
Shucking and jiving.
doing that. Yeah. And so it happened. But honestly, we made the best of it. I mean, to be 17, still in high school, we made the best of it. Like, we were really excited because we were in love. So we were happy. So we thought, because we like, oh, we got this, we can do it. And
I've never heard you say that.
Yeah, because you ain't never asked, so. So, then I was kind of like, Denarian, your host. I'm
yes.
sorry. For me, he's Dino. He was like, I was thinking, he was like the golden child. You know how your first child, you do everything for him and everything by the book. You read the books, you do.
What book y'all read? I think y'all messed up at some point.
What? I didn't read them all, but I listened all the parents' magazines. Some of that stuff I didn't agree with. Because, my mama ain't said, I don't know what they talking about. But anyway, so guys, I was 17 in high school. So the school that I attended, and I'm going to go ahead and shout it out, is no longer open, but Inslee Magnet High School back in Birmingham. It was in Inslee, Alabama. I shouldn't clap. It was in Ensley, Alabama. But they actually had a young mothers program.
Okay.
So we were able to take our kids. We went there the last stage of our pregnancy. We were able to, once we gave birth, we were out, the limited time, but we were able to take our babies to school for 6 weeks.
I have so many questions. Let's pause because I'm stuck on. They had a young mothers program.
Yeah.
That mean that all y'all was shucking and jiving back then.
It wasn't all, but there were a few.
Somebody
who
had
caught
to for
slipping. Who
somebody
got caught
had
slipping.
somebody had to for them to have a program. They were prepared.
But guess what though? It was very helpful at the end.
It
of the
was.
day, because that was the reason I wanted to shout them out, because so many schools don't have it. And maybe if they did, there would be more young mothers that would actually still excel and stay in school. So y'all, back to what we started with. He was able to go to high school first. Who does that? Well, I guess the kids in the young mothers program.
Well, I just want you to know, for all my friends, all my co-workers, and all of my bosses, anybody that doesn't encounter me, the reason I give y'all hell is because I'm light years ahead of y'all, because I'm a genius. I'm just Einstein. But, okay, so let's get into the journey. So prior to having me, your favorite child, what were your plans? I'm talking about your plans. I'm not talking about you and Dad. What did you see for yourself? Like, what were you wanting to do?
So you ain't gonna be ready for this one. Military.
You told me that. Was when you in junior ROTC?
I sure was for 3 years of my high school. Up until the year I was pregnant, I was in ROTC. So my plans were to go to the military. And basically, I do have a military family. My brothers are all military. If not now, they were. So I wanted to go. I wanted to travel.
Okay. So travel. Because the military allows you to be stationed places. The military?
Yes, I was going. I loved ROTC. And keep in mind, my brothers were they're my big brothers. So seeing them in the military and then me just going through that program, that class. Yeah.
You was out there doing about face.
I was killing
face.
It. I was in the parade.
Something March.
I was killing it. I was in the Veterans Day parade downtown.
Oh, Lord.
Babe, I couldn't wait to wear that monkey suit. Don't play. Don't play.
Okay. So you wanted to go to the ROTC. Well, no, you were in ROTC. You wanted to go to the military. Mm-hmm. You and Dad was shucking and jiving, and you found out, oh my gosh, we kind of shucked and jived too hard. Take me back to your initial thought. So you say that you were excited and y'all were excited about, but what was that initial thought like? Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna tell my mom. That was the oh my gosh, my mom. I wouldn't even worry about having a baby, because keep in mind, you're thinking you're in love. So I wouldn't worry about that part. How am I gonna tell my mama?
So you were just ready right away to kind of pivot.
Well, yeah, but not just pivot like that. I had to get past telling my mama first. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't care about other people. Once I got past that, and she got past her. Yes, we was ready to pivot. We were excited.
So you had me. Y'all shucked and jive again 15 months later. And y'all had my brother Zay. Shout out to my brother and his fiance. He's newly engaged. I'm the only one in the family with no kids or a spouse. If you're out there, I am not ready to mingle. So just leave it where it's at. So you and Dad, y'all had to kind of make do with two young kids, 17, 18, right? Y'all had to make do. I'm pretty sure there was moments to where you're like, oh my gosh, what did we get ourselves into? We have these two young boys. I can't go to the military right now. Dad couldn't do what he wanted to do. Like, it had to be grind is what I take it.
Right.
And one thing I do want to shout out to my parents. I'm pretty sure there were struggle moments, but me and Zay, we never knew.
Supposed to.
Yeah, like we never knew. And the whole point of this podcast is to literally be here for it, like take it for what it is.
Right.
If you could change something, would you? Or you're like, I'm glad this has happened because like life wouldn't be this if it didn't?
Okay, so I don't know how to answer that because I feel like it could have been the latter. Life
Okay.
wouldn't have happened if it didn't. But the only thing, so if we go back to the military,
Okay.
and the reason for me not going, the reason for me not going was because it was just something about me signing over. Just I don't care if it was for basic training. I don't care if it was 30 days. It was something about me signing over my rights to even my mom. And I know anybody who know me know. I know my mama got my best interest at heart. But in my mind back then, when I found out I was pregnant and was going to be a parent, I wanted to be a parent. So I didn't want to not be there and go and then come back and my child, you're calling Grandma Pearl Mama. Or, even though you may know me because we talk, it ain't like it was. Like now we got FaceTime and all that. We didn't have FaceTime then. So I didn't want to go and give up the moments, I guess, for me. I don't know if it was selfish. I don't know how to take it, but I didn't want to go and come back and have to reprogram you to no, I'm your mom, and no. So
I don't think it's selfish at all, because at the end of the day, you wanted what's best for you, but also for your children at that point.
Right.
And who would have known? I'm already a grandparent's baby, so you probably would have been non-existent.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm playing.
That was the scare. That was the scare. Like I ain't doing it.
No.
But now
my grandparents are my people. Love them. So even now, I'm 30. Zay is 28, about to be 29. You have, huh?
He just hit 28.
Well, he about to be 29 in May, and now you have grandkids. You have a younger daughter now, and you have grandkids. Let's like. You and Dad literally started back over on a whole new journey with my little sister, and then Zay and Annie out here running around with little rugrats. So you're a grandparent. Like, did you ever envision even at your age? Because y'all, my mama is young. I don't consider her old. Like, she's So the journey, like, right now, how is Miss D's or De'Erica's perspective in life in this present journey with, like, you get to see your kids with their kids. You get to see your son move into LA, and your other son just proposed. Yeah. Like, how is this journey for you, and what are you looking forward to?
This is the time where I guess, when you're almost 50, I got about 3 more years, but where you sit back and even though I didn't plan to become a young mother, or a mother at such a young age, now I get to reap and sit back and watch, what I'm saying, my seeds, all my work that I put in, the sacrifices through you, through Zay, through Zari, even Annie. Happy belated birthday,
Happy belated birthday. It's your birthday today, but it won't be when this podcast is airing. Happy belated birthday. I got to call you, and I got to call my niece too. It's just too many birthdays. Everybody want to take my spotlight, but go ahead with the story.
Well, she was born first. So.
Well, she stole it. She stole it.
Yeah, to sit back and now, like I said, my daughter, she the one who was shucking and jiving early because she made me a grandma at 33. So I don't call myself grandma. My grandkids, they call me Nene, and I love it. Like Nene, that's my name. So yes, I sit back now. The grandkids keep me busy. The 11-year-old daughter keep me busy. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
One of the things I had to, and I share with my friends, and even I think sometimes we put our parents on this high pedestal or these certain expectations. And I was driving one day, and I'm like, my parents have never been parents before. My parents have never been grandparents. This is our first time at life, and so we're all learning and we're all growing. And there's so much more life to learn. Yeah. What is the one thing for you that has been like a revelation moment or like a profound moment that's like, okay, this is what life is, and this is what is motivating me. This is what is that big takeaway for me right now?
Honestly, maybe I didn't understand the question, but I'm gonna try.
It was
If
a
I'm
lot of
wrong,
it
yeah,
was a lot
redirect me. Um,
in life
seeing
now.
seeing my grandkids.
Okay.
I didn't have a chance to like. I knew my grandma, but
Hmm.
I wasn't around her. We didn't make any memories. I can't just remember saying going to grandma's house, and it's because she was older. Like my grandma passed, I was little, and her head was white. She had gray hair. Grandma probably was about almost 90. But anyway, I didn't have those memories. So my profound moments is looking at my grandkids and realizing I thought I loved my kids and like, oh, I can't love nobody more than my kids, but the grandkids, it's a different type of love. So
Pitiful.
yeah, so it's like it's not pitiful. It's not. It's
They don't.
different.
Yeah, these
It's
grandparents.
not.
How me and my brother was raised
And your
versus
grandparents
how
did the
my
same
sister
thing.
is raised versus
Yeah,
how
that's
my
different. 'Cause it's different.
versus how my nieces and nephews are being raised by this woman that gave birth to me. Half the stuff we couldn't do, and I don't understand.
We
I don't
just got a
understand.
little older, you know what I'm saying?
No.
But the grandkids, for me, the grandkids different. Like when we were young, we wondered. I wanted to know why my mama didn't get at the grandkids like she got at me. But then now I know it's a different kind of love. So those moments just helped me realize, like going back to the initial. No, I probably wouldn't change anything. I probably would just keep everything how it's been. You know, I'm still pretty, in my prime years. Get a chance to enjoy my kids, my grandkids, and seeing y'all flourish. Even your move.
Now, another part of our journey, me and my mom, we have never sat down and talked about this. And I said, why not this be the moment?
Lord, Jesus.
So, my mom is like my twin, which is why like we fuss all the time because we're literally the same person. I've never asked my mom about the journey of when I came out as gay. I will never forget. So I was dating this girl, Gabby, my best friend. She'll be on the next podcast. Yeah, I got a lot of best friends. I just do. I just love my people. But we were in high school, and I remember she was a year younger than me. And so when I was about to get ready to go to college, I called her, and I think I was in your room over on Lake Club Court, and I was on that bed because she had a big old bed. I called. I said, "Girl." This is literally. I said, "Girl." I said, "I love you, and I love you enough not to hurt you. So I'm about to go out here and try some stuff." And we will reconvene when life has it. And then so when I got to college, I was like, I'm gonna,
Poor Gabby.
At least I told her,
Yeah,
like,
you did.
listen, and that's why we are friends to this day. And I also want to talk to her about that too. But once I got to college, I kind of remembering rebranding myself and not having, because all my life people would ask me, are you gay? First of all, I didn't know what gay was until y'all asked me about it. Y'all just should have left it at where it was. But y'all could not do that. When I got to college, I was like, whoever asked me, the answer is yes, yes, yes. So I lived that, went out to a couple of clubs on Axis over on High Street, got blackout drunk one time. It was just, that first semester. And then I remember going home for, I think it was Thanksgiving break maybe, because I did not go to school out of state. And I remember Auntie Lo was at the house, all of us was there. And I just remember me reverting back to me prior to going to college. And I knew my mom would be very understanding. So I wrote a letter. I said, hey, you may want to take a drink before you read this. So I told her that, hey, you get the letter, but this is where I am in life. No, and I think, and let me say this because I know y'all like to counsel people. I don't got nothing against nobody. But I didn't be gay because I wanted to be a woman. And I put that in my letter. I think when people think of, oh, my child is gay, they want to be the opposite sex. No, that's not what it was. I just had more of a chemistry with people of the same gender. And I've never asked you.
And you've been taking so long. I got so many things that ran through my head I want to say.
But I have to give them the background. So I gave her the letter. She dropped me off to pick up my auntie's car, and I said, read this after you had a drink. It wasn't but 20 minutes, child. She was in a rush. She was like, what is this? I got back to my dorm, my phone bill wasn't paid, so she messaged me on Facebook. She said, "Son, I love you." And she said that she already knew, I think probably, and then she said, "Let's go get lunch soon." We never went to go get lunch. So
Well,
that journey and that experience, how was it for you? And this is raw, authentic.
I know that's the thing. Okay, let's go.
How was it when you first found out? Did you already know that you already, and now, present day, how has been that journey?
Oh, child, why we gotta go on the whole journey? Why we couldn't start just at the beginning of the day? Okay, so back when he decided to give me the letter, Empire. And since it's raw, I'm gonna keep it all the way raw. So
Okay.
here we go. Empire came out. Now, me and my husband, that was our show. So I'm gonna pause right there. I said my husband. Now, guys, I kind of had an idea, but my son never just told me, but it didn't matter because it's my son, so I didn't care. But his dad being alpha male, having this whole idea, this theory, or whatever feelings he had towards the gay community or whatever.
The Alphabet Squad.
I was gonna say that, but I ain't want to do that right now. I'm trying to keep it.
I'm not one of. Listen.
Wait.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go.
I told you to have 50 things go through my head. So, my husband had his reasons for feeling a certain type of way. Like, how would I deal with my husband? Now, it wasn't a hard question. And my husband knows this, so if he hears, he probably gonna be like, well, dang, you told the bird? Yeah, I told him. But it wasn't a hard question. That's my son. So I wasn't going to let anyone make him feel less than. So we're going to fast forward to when he did give the letter. Now, Empire was out. Like I said, we watched this faithfully, me and my husband. And the funniest part, not even funny, but the part about it that I felt like all of this was happening at this time for a reason was my husband loved what's his name? Him.
Yeah.
He loved his character. So when all of this happened, I feel like, and I don't do all this, how people say higher powers. I'm going to just be me. I feel like God allowed that show to come out at that time for this reason.
Wow.
Because honestly, I think Empire helped my husband to accept it better. Because listen, I'm be honest, I was ready. If this nigga said something about my baby, I was finna get a divorce, and I wasn't gonna think twice about it because I love my son. So I wasn't finna let nobody, husband and all, that's his daddy. I wasn't gonna let nobody make him feel less than. So I feel like Empire helped transition him into this whole, how am I gonna tell his daddy? And I gotta remember, how did I tell him? Because I think it ended up, we talked about Empire.
Yeah, you told me that y'all, and I'm gonna have my dad on the podcast.
Oh, Lord,
he's a different time. He's a different time, all in a good way. But we got the bracer for this. But I remember you said that something y'all was watching it, and I think Dad may have said something. And then you said, how would you feel if someone that you knew, you were rubbing your arm right by that mic? Oh, sorry. But I think you said something along the lines, how would you feel? Like, no, you never know who you know that's like that. Because you said that me, Annie, and Zay reminded y'all of those characters in Empire. And I remember getting a call at 3 o'clock in the morning from my dad, and I did not answer the phone until the next day because I just could. So you were just ride or die.
Yeah.
I mean, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all didn't have no type of choice, to be honest.
Well, he better be glad he chose right. And I'm going to still thank you, Lord, for Empire, because I really still, to this day, I was just telling somebody this, that Empire helped just transition, like him. Because I'm like, it's whatever.
So after that, I had a couple of situations. Some have been around, some haven't. Now, even though, and I'm gonna call y'all out on this podcast, and it's okay, because they always like, you're gonna be the one to have a child, unless
he gonna have me a grandson.
I am getting a surrogate, I mean, even though women just keep throwing themselves at me on a daily basis, thank you, women. I love you as my best friends. Just be prayerful. So even now, it's been 10 years, and I honestly think it has made us closer as a whole family dynamic. I think I got to a point to where I didn't care. I was more focused on the church aspect of it, and that's a whole topic in itself, and how crippling that can be. And I have a podcast later on about that.
They could have got it too. If they would have said something wrong, they would have got it too.
Yeah.
In Jesus' name.
So it's been amazing. People ask me about like my journey, even like dating wise. I don't have the same experience as other people that may have not had the fortunate or the success of having my family, even friends, even church people. Like I can't identify with the struggle of coming out. But you know me, I'ma always do me. I don't care what people say, and people either come along or you don't. So now, present day, what are your thoughts? Like, are you just waiting for me to find my husband?
I'm waiting on you to find whatever you want to be happy.
Listen.
I don't know what. Hey, you're not gonna get me into the tree. If it's a husband, then so be it.
So wow, that was
Y'all better not cancel me.
Cancel her, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just playing. I'm playing. You know, life is a journey. We're all growing with the theme songs, living
and
learning, and
learning.
growing. We're here for the journey, unfiltered. Yes, I wrote that while we both said yes at the same time. So that was enlightening. So, Mom, before you go, I have this segment or this game that's called Here For It. So we're gonna do 5 rounds of us saying we're here for something or we're not. Okay. So if you're here for it, you're gonna say I'm here for it. If you're not, child, I'm not here for that. So we're gonna do 5, and then we'll do 5 as a speed round. So the first one is Sunday naps right after church. No phone, no visitors, no nothing.
Here for it.
Yes, I'm here for it. I'm gonna take a nap now. I can't wait for you to leave so I can take a nap. I can't.
Me too, and I gotta drive.
This cannot speed up fast enough. I've been in church all day. Okay. All right. Next one. Family group chats that never stop pinging.
No. Keep it. What you told you about? What I'm supposed to
I'm
say?
not here for it.
I am not here.
I'm not here for it. First of all, I don't like group chats. Period. I don't like group chats.
But I do. I'm guilty of sending them, but I don't really want a response. I just want to say
no, because
what I gotta say to everybody at one time, but don't respond.
Here's the thing with her and everybody else. Group chat with mom, dad, sister, brother, great. Don't put me in a group chat with people that don't got my number already. I don't like that, and you're good for that. She just sent it out reminders to everybody. Hey, you guys, it's Mama's birthday. That's phenomenal. I'm not here for the group chat. No.
I just don't. I'm going to tell them not to respond.
Okay. And then it'd be group chats with androids. I can't get out of those. Okay. Grown kids living at home but paying 0 bills.
Hey, no, I'm not here for that.
Really?
0 bills?
That's how you build generational wealth.
Wait. Whoa.
You gotta have some type. Okay.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Your expenses in this apartment. Just give me a ballpoint figure of monthly. What would you pay?
I'm not telling these people, but it's probably more than your mortgage.
So if you were staying with us, I wouldn't want you to pay half of every bill. No, especially if you are doing something positive. Now, you're not going to just stay there and be balling.
But I do have bills. Money. I got my car insurance, and my phone bill.
But then you still go contribute something.
Generational wealth.
That's why the people that got money. That's why them people got some money. We ain't made it that yet, but in Jesus' name, we will. Next.
All right. Well, she's not here for it. I am, but I could not, Lord.
Not nothing.
I know I could go back to my parents' house, but I love my independence and my quietness. I love it. Okay, next. Parents commenting on all of your social media posts. I'm not here for it. I will never be here for it.
I'm here for it. Because I'm their parent.
Why do y'all do that? And then she signs it. #mom. Why? We know this.
Because that's my boy.
I'm like, Jesus. Okay, this is our fifth one. Vacationing with family, same house, same bathroom. Maybe not the same bathroom, but you in the same Airbnb for a week.
Depending on the family, I could be here for.
Immediate family.
I'm here for it.
I'm not.
You ain't here for it, no. Boy, come on.
I need to have
So if we got a big Airbnb that say got about 8 rooms in it downstairs, and you can be out too. See, that's that. See, now that's that. I don't know where he get that from.
I would do good as a common space. I would like to have like the Airbnb would either have to have
you
like
have a mother-in-law suite in the back.
Yeah, somewhere off because I have to sometime go and recoup, or I just get a hotel room and go there when I have to. But I don't mind sharing the space all day. But once I in my bed,
gonna stay there all day, y'all. He just lied to y'all. He's not gonna stay there all day. You get it? You get him over hours.
Okay, so this is our fast round. No commentary. Either you're here for it or you're not. All right. Therapy and talking openly about mental health in the family. I'm here for it. All right. Taking a solo vacation.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. All right. Talking back respectfully. For example, I'm just expressing my boundaries, Mom.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. She don't listen.
I'm here for it.
Okay. Not going to church every Sunday, but still saying, I love you, Lord.
I'm here
for it. Listen, baby, I did not want to go to church today, but I had to. Okay, last one. Letting your kids call you by your first name as adults or younger.
See, they do it when we be.
I'm here for it. I'm not. Fast round.
I am not.
I'm not either, but thank you so much for coming to my podcast, De'Erica.
Thanks for having me. Hey! Y'all finna hear him get it. See? You let the devil use you. Don't do that.
So this, Mom, seriously, thank you for coming. It's amazing to have you as my first guest. I'm going to have to bring you back once I get Dad on here by himself, and then maybe y'all together for some relationship advice. Before you leave us, give me one piece of advice for my next decade of life.
Your theme song, Live Life. What was it? Living, learning, and just be there for the journey and keep God first. As long as you keep God first, you know what I'm saying, and you're listening to Him, you're following His path. Hey, live, love, laugh.
All right. I hear that, and I take it. Now, y'all, next I have my segment called The Rest Stop, where I just leave you guys with some encouraging words after this break. I will see y'all in a moment. At the Here for the Journey Unfiltered podcast. I'm your host, Denarian Lewis, and we have reached the end of our first episode. Oh my gosh, but it's okay. We will be back next Monday. At the end of every episode, I have this segment called The Rest Stop. And what that is, if anyone has ever taken a road trip, there's always rest centers on the road. And it's usually a moment for you just to get out, stretch, to refuel yourself, do whatever you need to do so that you can continue on the journey. And so this segment is literally me sharing a thought, sharing some encouraging words, sharing whatever it is with you that can refuel you to help carry you through the rest of the week until we meet again. So here we go for the rest stop. All right, if you're anybody like me, I am a very structured person. There's a time that I need to be somewhere. I'm usually early. If my friends tell me we're doing something at 3 o'clock, I expect to be doing something at 3 o'clock. There is very little room for error with me, or I just get frustrated. In addition, I have mastered the word no. People call me, hey, you want to hike? No. I'm okay. I'm tired. I want to be at home. I like to be at my house. Hey, you want to do this? No. So I have kind of like isolated myself because I'm always trying to work on something next, whether that's school, whether that's another business adventure, whatever it is, planning another trip for vacation, I'm always on the go. So there's two things I want to leave you with on this rest stop. I want you to incorporate a yes in your spirit this week. So if somebody asks you to do something, just say yes. Just say yes right away. Even if you don't want to do it, just say yes and do it. What I have learned is when I say yes and I do it, I usually have the most fun in my life because I said yes. I know that world has told us that no is a complete sentence, but yes is also a complete sentence. Get out there and say yes. Say yes to a new relationship. Say yes to trying out a new restaurant. Say yes to going out of town. Just say yes. And I will also say, be open. Don't live your life so structured this week that you miss some amazing moments with the people that you love, whether that's your partner, whether that's your friend, whether that's your coworker, whoever it is, just leave room for a flow. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in to Here for the Journey Unfiltered. Remember, we may not have it all figured out, but we're here for the journey. See you next Monday.
We're just living, learning, growing.